Yes, hey members, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Frank Yazid, and in this channel we are going to look at a number of niches cutting across science, technology, social life, psychology, engineering, health and lifestyle, medicine, agriculture, and more other exciting fields. And we have a number of things that we are going to look into. Based on this channel, we are going today to talk about aloe vera. Now, aloe vera, of course, it's like a cactus plant that grows in hot and mostly dry climate. And you realize that in most cases it's cultivated in subtropical regions around the world. Of course, this may include areas like south border of areas in Texas. We have Mexico, Arizona, and California. But in Africa, most of the countries or regions have aloe vera, and the aloe vera is one of the key plants that has scientifically proven to be of great significance. And historically, you realize that aloe vera back in the 18th century and 16th century in some regions was used by people specifically to carry out what we call skin conditions and treatment of a number of diseases, maybe promoting wound healing, baldness treatment, and improvement of a number of things. And you realize that aloe vera is used typically maybe by applying through the skin, and it can also be orally taken. And of course, tropical use of aloe vera has been promoted in most of the regions and in treatment of a number of diseases like maybe diabetes, hepatitis, inflammatory bowels, maybe ulcers or something like that. You realize based on the statistics in 2002, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued a ruling that required manufacturers to remove aloe from over-the-counter product because of lack of safety data. But however, this has come to be revoked, and the aloe vera has proved to have a number of uses. So based on this, you realize that aloe vera is basically a medicinal plant which has been used to treat various health conditions for 1,000 of years. And it's usually safe to use aloe vera maybe directly from the plant, or you can buy it in form of gel. Of course, we have aloe vera creams, we have the gels, we have the ointment containing clear gel which is in aloe vera. Most of these products are topically applied maybe to treat various skin conditions. And nowadays we have aloe vera in solid form, that is the capsules, or in liquid form, which can be internally used to promote health and well-being of individuals across the world. Now, of course, how do we harvest this aloe vera? And given the fact that this aloe vera is a plant, of course, it's relatively simple to harvest an aloe vera plant. Maybe for gel and juice, you will need mature plant that at least maybe a couple of years old. This will ensure that you have a high concentration of the active ingredients that are very vital for the treatment of any ailment. And of course, if you don't use the right aloe vera, you can be able to realize that you have to wait for a few weeks maybe before cutting it. And in this point, you realize that to harvest your aloe vera plant, for gel and juice, you need to remove probably a number of leaves, maybe 2, 3 leaves, 4 leaves, and then of course you make a choice of the thick leaves, mostly from the outer section of the plant, and you ensure that the leaves are healthy and maybe free from any damage and any foreign materials like maybe the molds, and then you cut them close to the stem. Most of the beneficial nutrients are found at the base of the leaves. Of course, in most cases we try as much as possible to avoid the roots. Wash and dry the leaves, trim the pricky edges with a knife, and then using a knife or fingers, you need to separate the interior gel from the outside of the leaf. Of course, you realize that the interior gel is the part of the aloe that most people are supposed to be recommended to use. And then you allow the yellow sap to drain from the leaf. This is the aloe vera latex. If you plan to use the latex, you can catch this in a container. If you are not planning to use the latex, you can maybe probably dispose it. And you can cut the aloe gel into slices or cubes. And if you want to smooth the aloe after separating the aloe from the exterior part of the leaf, you can put the aloe into a blender, maybe then strain the substance to remove maybe the pulp. And how to use fresh aloe gel. You can apply fresh aloe gel directly to the skin or follow a recipe to make a homemade beauty product. It can also be added to the food, smoothies and drinks. Of course, to make the aloe juice, you need to use 1 cup of the liquid for every 2 tablespoons of aloe gel. Include any other ingredients. Maybe you want to have fruits, you want to blend or food processor to mix up so that you form something like a syrup. And of course, if you are planning to consume the fresh slices of aloe gel, it will keep in the refrigerator for maybe a few days, but it's because it's best when you consume it as quickly as possible. Of course, you can always store aloe vera gel in the freezer if you are not ready to use it maybe right away. Now, we now want to get to the core of this topic. What do we really want to discuss in this YouTube channel today? And I feel that we need to know what are the ways, what are the uses of aloe vera. Maybe we want to look at around 5 uses, having discussed and understood how aloe vera is harvested, what aloe vera is, and now we want to venture into what is the function, what is the biological significance of aloe vera, what is the medicinal value that we can be able to extract from this aloe vera, so that this information you can be able to pass to friends, you can be able to share, such that we know what is the internal and the external medicinal value of aloe vera. The first one, aloe vera is used to heal burns. And now, what are burns? Of course, burns, maybe your face has been burnt, your body, a section of you has been burnt by fire, petrol or something like that. You realize that we can apply aloe vera to heal the burns. Of course, because it has a soothing effect, moisturizing and a cooling property, aloe vera is often used to treat burns. Of course, there was a study that was carried earlier on, and it came to realize that aloe vera gel was very beneficial for healing the burn wounds. And we prefer aloe vera for healing, especially, and maybe relieving one from the wound pains, and it's because it has a number of benefits in healing it, and in most cases it is cheap. And if you have a sunburn or another mild kind of burn, you need to apply aloe vera maybe a few times a day to the affected area. If you have a severe burn, of course, maybe you may need to seek medical attention from an expert before applying the aloe vera. Now, the second use is that aloe vera is used to improve digestive health. Now, consuming aloe vera may benefit your digestive tract and help soothe and cure stomach ailments. They may be someone might be suffering from stomach ailments for a long period of time, and they really wonder how do they help themselves. And yet we can have this very accessible kind of plant that is cheap. You can find it anywhere without necessarily going to buy it. You can be able to extract it yourself and be able to plan on improving your digestive health. And of course, you may have ailments like irritable bowel syndrome, that is the IBS, and you realize that in around 2008 there was a review that we looked at where 150 people, and the results from the study showed that aloe vera significantly improved the symptoms of the irritable bowel syndrome, that is the IBS, of course, when compared to placebo. No adverse effects were reported, though more research is needed, maybe using a larger study size. Additionally, you realize that aloe vera may help inhibit the growth of H. pylori bacteria, of course, which is found in your digestive tract and can be able to lead to ulcers. Now, we have a number of people who suffer from ulcers, and they have been having these conditions of ulcers for a long period of time. And you see, anybody can have these ulcers. However, to prevent such ulcers, which are due to maybe digestive problems, you really need to recommend one to be able to use the aloe vera, because aloe vera is very beneficial and it will be able to help one treat the ulcers by preventing the growth of the H. pylori bacteria, which is an initiator for the ulcers. Of course, you need to keep in mind that this advice is for aloe vera only. Other aloe vera plants may be poisonous and should not be taken internally. So you need to be very keen that we are talking about aloe vera. Now, the third key significance of aloe vera is that it helps to promote oral health. Now, aloe vera toothpaste and mouthwash are naturally options for improving oral hygiene and reducing the plaque. Of course, we have people who have maybe one way or the other very poor oral hygiene. So in such a case, what do you think you need to do? Here is the solution. You can have a toothpaste or a mouthwash that has been made from aloe vera, such that this aloe vera is very significant at reducing that bacteria that may be an inhibitor towards proper oral hygiene. And then, of course, in adolescence, and we realize that when you go to the supermarkets today, you need to request for aloe vera kind of toothpaste. We have aloe vera toothpaste. You can be able to buy it from either in a chemist, supermarket, or retail shops. Go and ask for aloe vera because it has very good nutrients that can be able to improve and promote your oral health. And then, of course, after you use it, like for instance, after 30 days, you will be able to testify that aloe vera is more effective than any other toothpaste in lowering levels of candida, plague, and gingivitis. Those are diseases that affect the teeth. And of course, people who use the aloe vera toothpaste showed better overall oral health, of course, without experiencing any adverse effects. So you have a problem with your teeth, you have a problem with your oral health, this is the appropriate moment for us to recommend you the use of aloe vera. Now, the other use of aloe vera is that aloe vera clears the ache. Now, using fresh aloe on your face may help clear up, of course, most of the ache, and you may also purchase aloe products maybe designed to help, like which include cleaners, cleansers, toners and creams. Of course, these have extra benefit now that they contain effective ingredients too, which can be used to ensure that it can treat that part of the body. And of course, its improvements were seen to lower levels of inflammation and fewer lesions in the group who used a combination of aloe vera kind of creams. Now, and the fifth use of aloe vera is that aloe vera helps to relieve anal fissures. If you have anal fissures, applying aloe vera cream to the affected area maybe a number of times throughout the day may help promote healing. Now, you realize that if you get a cream containing aloe vera juice powder, that is very effective in treating chronic anal fissures. People use the aloe cream 3 times a day. Maybe if you decide to use it for a period of around 6 weeks, you will have healed permanently. Of course, improvements can be shown in pain, maybe hemorrhaging upon defection and wound healing. And then this results into significantly different from people who do not use aloe vera. So this one is a promising result that can prompt one to have further studies in this part of research. And now again in that point, you realize that how is aloe vera? Is this aloe vera safe? Now that we have looked at a few uses of this aloe vera, so you realize that aloe vera has been used for a period of time, and this channel we will keep updating you on many issues pertaining aloe vera. Kindly subscribe to this channel, share, and pass the information to some of your colleagues. You hit the like button down there and the bell, such that you can always get information whenever we post, and we will be able to share most of the content that is exciting for you and for other people. Thank you so much for watching the YouTube channel, and leave for us a comment down there. Thank you and have a blessed day.